India's space agency is facing an unexpected challenge. Over 100 ISRO scientists have put down their papers. Now, many of those exiting were working on Gaganyaan and other projects of national importance. The mass exodus has happened in recent months. So much so that the government had to step in. The Department of Space has issued a new directive to major space research centers of the ISRO, tightening rules on voluntary retirement and resignation, especially for those working on critical missions such as the Gaganyaan. Reportedly, the center has directed ISRO centers not to accept resignation or voluntary retirement requests from Group A scientific and technical personnel associated with Gaganyaan, which is India's prestigious human spaceflight program and other important missions. Now, these centers were told that any such request received from the scientific or technical personnel, even of and below the rank of scientist and engineer, should be sent to the Department of Space with clear recommendations of their directors for final decision. Now, this is a reversal of a 2020 administrative order that had empowered ISRO center directors and heads to accept voluntary retirement and resignation requests from Group A scientific and technical personnel. Among those who reportedly left was senior scientist Victor Joseph. He is said to have left in February after serving about 13 months as the head of the LVM-3 project, the launch vehicle that will be used in the Gaganyaan mission. So why are scientists leaving the prestigious agency? One big reason is India's booming private space industry. Several former ISRO scientists have reportedly moved to the private space sector. Since the government opened the space sector to private companies in 2020 and introduced the Indian space policy in 2023, the industry has taken off. Today, India has more than 400 space startups, which has attracted near $500 million in investment, including around $150 million in 2025 alone. Companies like Pixel, Skyroot Aerospace, Agnikul Cosmos, Dhruva Space and Bellatrix Aerospace are hiring aggressively. For many scientists, these startups offer high salaries, faster career growth, and the chance to work in a fast-pacing environment. In recent years, several retired and former ISRO officials have gone on to found or mentor private space startups, helping build an industry that is now attracting talent away from the agency. And unlike traditional government organizations, startups often offer leadership roles much earlier in a scientist's career. They also provide fast-moving work environments where ideas run quickly. That means ISRO is no longer competing with other national space agencies like NASA or ESA. In fact, it's now competing with hundreds of ambitious Indian startups for the same talent. And this talent crunch comes at a very difficult time, with several major ISRO projects facing delay or setbacks. ISRO's trusted Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle (PSLV), often called its workhorse, has suffered 2 back-to-back failures in less than a year. In 2025, the PSLV C-62 mission veered off course after a third-stage anomaly. A year earlier, PSLV C-61 also failed when a pressure drop in the third stage prevented its Earth observation satellite from reaching orbit. Now, acknowledging the mass resignations, ISRO Chairman V. Narayana said,
"Yes, a lot of people go, but that's part of every organization. The MOVE memorandum isn't only to retain, but also to ensure that important projects don't suffer all of a sudden. But if someone is still going, someone else will take responsibility. We are taking care of it."
Now, ISRO has tightened resignation rules to slow the exodus. But can restricting exits solve the problem, or does the agency need to give scientists more reason to stay?